Wow. That's how films are made. Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of 1917. This movie's directed by Sam Mendes, who previously directed American Beauty, Road to Perdition, and Skyfall. This movie stars George McKay and Dean Charles Chapman. 1917 is a World War I movie about two soldiers who are sent to deliver a message to the front lines. What they think is going to be a simple task ends up becoming a very dangerous mission. When I heard they were doing a new war movie, I was intrigued because I like history, battles, and war. When I found out it was about World War I got excited because you don't see too many movies about that. You've seen so many dramas about World War II and the Vietnam War, but not so much World War I. When I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, this looks like War Horse, where you have a central character going through different battlefields, sceneries, meeting different characters along the way. When I found out Sam Mendes was attached to it, I got really excited because I knew it was going to be well paced and it was going to be a fine piece of cinema. So I saw the movie, and though it was a little different from what I expected, I was pleasantly surprised. Let me start with the biggest praise I can give this movie, and it's also the thing that a lot of people, if not most, are probably talking about when they think of 1917, and it's the film's gimmick. And I don't mean that negatively. It's a gimmick as if Sam Mendes filmed this movie as if it's one continuous shot. But just like long shots in The Revenant and Birdman, there are sequences where the camera zooms in on a character's back, or it cuts to darkness or shadow. So if you have a trained eye, you can tell where the edits are, but if you haven't, it looks flawless. Sam Mendes does something else so really neat with this film, and that's the camera follows the characters, not only behind them, but in front of them. Everywhere they go, whether it's an empty battlefield that's destroyed because of bombs and explosions, or this nice green field, you're seeing everything just like they are. If there's something around the corner, if there's, a dogfight in the sky, you're seeing it when the characters see it. So there's surprises left and right. But he also does something really neat where he shows you the brutality of war without having a, storming the beach of Normandy scene like Saving Private Ryan. A lot of the beauty, but also brutality of war is seen while characters are passing by. Whether they're walking through a forest or walking through barbed wire that has mangled bodies inside it, you're seeing the terror like they are. And I don't think it was intentional, but it's almost as if this movie is a video game. You're given a task by a non-playable character, and your quest or your mission is the front lines. Because it definitely plays out as if each scene is a different level. Different difficulty, different surprises along the way. There's characters that are out to hurt you. There's characters that are out to help you. So it has a video game aspect to it as well. Now, as far as the acting goes, the acting is incredible. Yeah, there are some characters that get more screen time or more lines than others, but the acting is believable. The settings are believable. There's definitely some verisimilitude in this movie, which means grounded in reality, feels real. This movie feels real. The two lead actors, George McKay, who kind of looks like Rupert Grint from Harry Potter, and Dean Charles Chapman. His face looked so familiar, and I couldn't place it until after the movie. Turns out that is Tommen Baratheon from Game of Thrones. I was shocked because he looks nothing like he did 6 years ago. He's definitely grown up. This movie also has some really nice all-stars as supporting roles. Most of the cast of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is in this. I'm not going to tell you who in case you don't know. But it also has some cast members from Sherlock and Game of Thrones in this movie too. And I liked how the big stars in this movie didn't have major roles. I liked how this movie rested on the shoulders of these two young, almost unknown soldiers. So I really can't say enough about this movie. If you haven't seen any of the behind the scenes features on how they made this movie, check them out because it shows you the great lengths that Sam Mendes and the production crew went through to make this film. Some things included digging a mile-long trench, having characters step, run, crawl, blocking the shots repeatedly over and over and over again until they got it right. This is filmmaking at its finest, and this is an excellent movie. Sam Mendes should win the Oscar for Best Director, and Roger Deakins, once again, should take home all the awards for all the technical and cinematography aspects of the movie, because this is very well done. If you like war movies such as Fury and Letters from Iwo Jima, movies that are dramatic and movies that keep you on the edge of your seat, movies like Dunkirk or Saving Private Ryan, movies that have some action in them, but they're well paced to where it's not just, bombs going off and blood and violence and in-your-face war stuff, this movie's worth checking out. Another thing that really works in this movie is the score. The music. There are a lot of scenes where no words are spoken. It's just characters walking. And the music sets the mood. The music creates the emotion. There are some really peaceful, beautiful, happy moments in this film, but there are also some real dramatic and tragic moments. As a filmmaker, you have to take not only the visual aspect, but also the audio aspect and make the audience feel something. And a movie is good when it's all over. All you can do is sit there and just say, wow, that's filmmaking. And 1917 is an excellent film. And I don't say that very often. So because of that, I'm going to give 1917 an A. So until next time, guys, see ya.